In this phase, we will look at migrating your direct debit and or credit card schedules over to PACEM and recapping the recording of your Thanksgiving and other income in PACEM. We will first look at your direct debit schedules. Until your direct debits have been migrated, you will be required to enter them as non-gateway transactions as discussed in Transition Phase 2. To recap, enter direct debits as non-gateway transactions and record a sundry receipt for the total in your financial package, such as PACS or an invoice item in Xero. If you have connected to Xero, then you will not be required to enter an invoice item in Xero. All transactions in PACEM will be pushed to Xero. The team will obtain your direct debit schedules from your provider, such as CDF Online, and send these schedules to you for verification. The schedules will only include recurring schedules. Any one-off schedules will not be migrated. The team will endeavour to match each line of your direct debit schedule with your PACEM database, referencing the envelope numbers. Complete the yellow section by entering the amounts in the respective columns. For instance, John Smith contributes $10 to Thanksgiving. We would put $10 in the Thanksgiving column. For Jenny Jones, she contributes $40 a month, $30 of which goes to Thanksgiving and $10 to presbytery. We would enter 30 in the Thanksgiving column and 10 in the presbytery column. Please note, do not put percentages. Actual amounts must be recorded for split donations. Schedules where the PACEM team could not find a matching envelope number in PACEM, these will be highlighted in red. As you can see, James Kirk has a Thanksgiving pledge of $5 a week, as well as a standalone presbytery pledge of $5. In this case, we will put $5 in the Thanksgiving column, $5 in the presbytery column, and make a note in the comments column to allocate to envelope 101. In the event that you only have presbytery items with no corresponding Thanksgiving item envelope number, then please allocate these presbytery items to an envelope number. For Clara Mason, you can check the Contacts tab to see the exported data from PACEM. In PACEM, Clara Mason has an envelope number of 152, but according to the direct debit schedules exported from CDF Online, has an envelope of 105. In the yellow column, you would enter the amount or amounts if a split donation and put a note in the comments column. For instance, allocate to envelope 152. Also check that names match in the first column to the blue column. In the case of John Doe, there is a mismatch in the name. Check this carefully against your PACEM exported list and make a comment to either reallocate the correct number or stop the schedule. In this instance, we would say allocate to envelope 133. For schedules not to be imported into PACEM, that is, they have stopped their pledge, put a note in the comments column, such as deleted schedule do not import or stopped pledge do not import. We will give you a deadline date for the return of these schedules. If you are unable to complete them in time, please let the team know. We will assist you to complete the schedules wherever possible. In some extenuating circumstances, the deadline can be extended, but it is advisable to keep to the deadline as it is anticipated that we will complete one bulk upload of the direct schedules of all parishes of the same group. Once your direct debits have been migrated, your direct debit schedules in CDF Online will be deactivated and your schedules in PACEM activated. We will notify you when your direct debits have been activated in PACEM. From this point on, you no longer need to enter your direct debits as non-gateway transactions. These will automatically be processed on the date and frequency as specified in the respective contact records pledge information. If you need to stop a schedule, locate the ORD record against a contact and change the payment status from recurring or pledged to stopped. No further transactions will be processed for this contact. Again, as in Phase 2, only your weekly cash and check transactions will need to be entered into PACEM. Also, until your credit card schedules have been verified and migrated into PACEM, these will also need to be entered as non-gateway transactions. As directed in Phase 2, if you have new pledges for cash, check, direct debits, or credit cards, these can be set up directly in PACEM. Changes to existing pledges will depend on the scenario. For existing non-gateway cash and check pledges, you can edit the existing pledge and change the amount and/or frequency. If the pledge is changing from one type of pledge to another, i.e. cash to direct debit to credit card to cash, etc., you will be required to stop the existing non-gateway or gateway pledge and create a new donation pledge. However, until your direct debits and credit cards have been migrated and activated, you will only be able to amend non-gateway pledges. Please note that although stopping a non-gateway pledge does not have an actual effect, that is, no transactions are being automatically processed, the pledge would still appear on a contact records transaction statement and appear in your active giving report if it is not stopped. Best practice is to stop all inactive non-gateway pledges. For existing direct debit or credit card pledges in the transition phase, please contact the team for advice. Please do not make changes in your existing third-party applications such as CDF or NAB Transact. When your direct debit schedules have been migrated and activated in PACEM, you can edit these pledges. In this example, we have been advised that the direct debit is to be changed from $5 a week to $20 a month and to commence from the 5th of April. We would open the Gateway bank account ORD number and edit the pledge. Once saved, you will see that the next transaction date will commence from the start date. The same process for direct debits will also apply for credit cards. The team will provide parishes with a list of credit card schedules to be verified and a deadline date for the schedules to be returned to the team. Again, only recurring schedules will be migrated. One-off transactions will not be migrated. Once migrated, you will no longer be required to enter non-gateway transactions for credit cards. These will automatically be processed on the date and frequency as specified in the respective contact records pledge information. The team will let you know when your credit card schedules have been uploaded and activated in PACEM. We will also close your NAB Transact account and send you a list of the NAB Transact records for the last 90 days. This will allow you to enter any records not already recorded in PACEM as non-gateway transactions. When your credit card schedules have been uploaded and activated in PACEM, you will only need to enter your cash and check transactions as non-gateway payments in PACEM. All gateway, direct debit, and credit card schedules will automatically be processed and allocated to the respective contact record from the date of activation onwards. Again, as in Phase 2, consider a timeline for connecting to Xero. Once connected, all your transactions in PACEM will push to Xero as invoice items ready for reconciliation. A video is available in the help topics showing how to connect to Xero. Let's now look at Transition Phase 4, where we will look at your migrated direct debits and credit cards and your Office 365 migration.